Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, little Canelo Alvarez news. You know Canelo Alvarez after that loss to your boy Terrence Bud Crawford, the man of the hour. You know, it's a lot of things going on with Canelo. What is he going to do next? You know, is Canelo finished? Is he getting old? Did he get old overnight? You're hearing a lot of those things. You know, one thing is, he's got old overnight versus Terrence Crawford, right? Uh, he wanted to do things, but his body, you know, his body didn't react when he was wanting to do it. Now, I'm just going to say something. Would his body react if he fighting John Ryder? Would his body react if he was fighting Jaime Munguia, right? Would his body react to if he was fighting smaller guys like Amir Khan or whatever? So it just happened with your boy Terrence Crawford. Even would his body react against Belanga, right? So it didn't react to what he wanted against Terrence Crawford, right? And then some people are saying, well, the younger Canelo would have done better, Which younger Canelo are we talking about here? So we can't be the young ones. We go all the way back to Floyd Mayweather because he was too young against that one. Which one? The one against Lara. What age was he there? So it's like you want to pinpoint it. Was it the age when he fought Golovkin the first time? Right? Because the second time we don't want to mention because that was the dope Canelo. So you got to be talking about the first fight against Golovkin. He lost that one basically. Against Laura, he basically lost that one. So which one are we talking about? And it brings me to this guy here, Demetrius Andrade, who I feel beats Canelo today, tomorrow, or yesterday, right? Proof in the pudding is at 154 pounds, Canelo was his mandatory. Didn't want to fight him. That was a young Canelo, kind of young. At 160 pounds, he could have fought Demetrius Andrade for undisputed. Didn't want to do it. DAZN told him, hey, you got to fight Demetrius Andrade. He was in the contract for 10 fights, $365 million. When they told him you got to fight somebody hard like Demetrius Andrade, who was signed at the same promotional company, he wanted out of the contract, so he didn't fight him then. He ain't going to fight him now. He didn't fight him at 168 pounds. Just Demetrius Andrade. So Demetrius followed him his whole career. So he never wanted to fight him. Do you think Canelo could beat Demetrius Andrade now or then? We just saw what he did to a smaller skilled fighter in Terrence Crawford. Do you want Canelo to try his luck against Demetrius Andrade? Then you want him to do it at 160 or at 154. So that was the younger guy that everybody didn't want him to fight Demetrius Andrade then, right? So, and now let me just show you that Canelo has always had training wheels. No one never wanted him to fight Demetrius Andrade. Never, at any point of his career, young, middle-aged, or even now, right? Training wheels on Canelo. I remember back in the day, Canelo, just a few years ago, wanted to fight Mukabo to go up to cruiserweight. Now, the industry just let him avoid David Benavidez and David Morrell. Just let him do that. Just, we see it, but we don't see it, right? So now, for his next fight, now, first of all, he's supposed to be finished, basically, right? So he shouldn't just fight. Just, if your body's not going to react to stuff. But here's articles, and articles are saying, well, listen, let's let him avoid the harder fights. Basically saying it in the article. If I find it, I'm going to put it in the description box. Let's let him avoid that. Let's let him go up to cruiserweight because he can get a significant title. He can probably get a title. And let him fight against the Battle Jack versus Noel Michelalian. Noel Micheladian, right? 2 losses, about 28 wins, 12 knockouts, 2 losses. Battle Jack is, you know him. Micheladian, now I checked him out. Now, he's only lost in the cruiserweight division to 2 pretty good guys, right? 2 guys who, like I told you guys how I am, people who join those Super 6 or Super 8 tournaments, I give them respect because those tournaments are the very best in your division and it determines within like 18 months who's the best in your division. You have a quarterfinal, which is a hard fight, a semifinal if you get through it, and then a final. And Mikulášek lost to Wlodarczyk, who was like 50-something wins with only 2 or 3 losses at the time. He lost to him, just, points loss, and he lost to Maurice Briedis, who was undefeated until he lost finally to Usyk in the semifinals. So he's only lost to 2 pretty good fighters. So him and Jack is going to be a good fight. But that's who they were hoping that Canelo can go up, say, past the light heavyweights, where the rematch with Bivol would be. You can fight Beterbiev, and that old nemesis with David Benavidez is right there. Past those guys, go up to cruiserweight. Hey, there's another Mexican guy, Gilberto Ramirez, been wanting to fight. No, not him. Please, not him. Let's go fight the Jack versus Noel Mikulášek winner. So we could probably mess around and get a title up there. That's who they want him to fight, maybe. Right? And then me, the other guy. But other than that, we don't want him to do something. So my point, again, is what I'm saying, is this is what they're trying to do, have him do. Trying to say that, he got old overnight. Trying to say that his body didn't react, right? And the younger Canelo, Terrence Crawford wouldn't have beat. But at no point did they ever want to fight Demetrius Andrade, young, middle, or old. That means that we don't think if you can't fight some people, then you're not better than these guys, right? And they still going to put the training wheels on them because they like, hey, listen, let's not let him fight something hard. Let's see what we can do, and they're maneuvering to see if he can get up to cruiserweight because it would be significant. You maybe get his 5th division, you know what I mean? But not fight Gilberto Ramirez. Let's stay away from the hard ones, right? And see if we can get that Jack Noel Mikulášek winner. That's what they want from him. That's somebody who you basically saying he's done. You know what I mean? Because we don't want no rematch with Crawford. Definitely ain't going to fight that guy that's been haunting him his whole career with Demetrius Andrade, who would beat him better than Crawford. He's a taller, bigger version of Crawford. We ain't trying to have him get in there, right? So what do we think of Canelo? Bottom line, and I'm going to finish with this question again. Don't you think that Demetrius Andrade beats Canelo today, tomorrow, or yesterday? I do. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.